Hello and welcome back to Psychola Gaming. I'm Psychola when we carry on our Grimgor Ironhide campaign. So we attacked Black Iron Mine at the end of the last episode, and apparently we're going to win this fight. So I do want to start off this episode with this fight because it looks like it's going to be an interesting one. They've got some interesting units, some artillery, and I do like dwarven armies. And they've got some good hero units, you know, Master Engineer, Thane. And they've got a Dragon Slayer. So let's get into this battle. So here we are. Sounds like our units are very gung-ho. Take them off skirmish. War turrets can go to the side. I like trolls because they have got armor piercing, which is really good against, and I'll put them on the side as well for now. It's really good against dwarven units because the dwarves have got a lot of armor. So let's get straight into this battle and let's move our troops forward a little bit. Now let's actually go for those quarrelers because they're in a block with other infantry that we might take out other infantry as well. Or should we focus instead on the bolt throwers? Because they are actually firing at us. Let's send in our chariots and our snotling pump wagons. Now let's move our units out a little bit more. I just love the look of the greenskin army. Look at them. There we go. Decimating their artillery already. They seem... I don't know why the AI is moving them in such a... positioning them in such a strange way. Let's speed it up and get him back into position. Or actually, you should go after the grunge throwers. Bring you guys that way. Let's get off a vindictive glare. Okay, that did more damage to us than to the enemy. Let's give... Alright, bring our Black Hawks out of there because they are getting decimated. And let's bring in... our support. Put them on the edge. Let's try and start boxing them. And let's start dealing with the quarrelers. Quite tough, aren't they, miners? I always forget how tough they are.
Let's scrap! Goblins! Nasty skulkers! Gonna kill 'em! Bloody!
Nasty stalkers. Got arm piercing, but they don't like lasting in battle, do they? Alright, get the trolls after the quarrelers. Where is Grimgor? Right, you get out of there. Let me know why he's there. Right, we're not doing too badly. There we go, let's war. And let's start decimating these quarrelers, which we are doing. Our trolls are well worth it. We might have to invest in more trolls. Grimgor himself is amazing as well.
Alright! Stickers ready!
We don't have to worry about chasing anything down because it's a settlement battle.
Nasty skulkers! Gonna kill us! Tony!
Now let's see if we can do a better Vindictive Glare this time. I just clicked on something that probably doesn't really need it, but see, not good. This is a Night Goblin Shaman, isn't it? Yeah. I normally just have is it Goblin Shamans or Orc Shamans? Can't remember which one that I normally have. I don't play as a greenskins often. And the last time, Azag starts with a shaman that you use, and you don't have to, or you don't tend to invest in a lot of the same shamans. Smoke bombs, I forgot about the smoke bomb. Right, move forwards. Right, bring our trolls in. Okay, Grimgor. There we go, victory. Victory for Grimgor. Pyrrhic victory for us. And we get a lot of loot. Love playing as the greenskins, just for the loot. It's well worth it. Ooh, sacking it does sound really good. Look at that. Let's do that. And we got the Talisman of Endurance. Those that wear the Talisman of Endurance can tolerate wounds and pain and suffering far in excess of mortal norms. And we have completed our mission.
Let's go.
And in the next turn, we'll occupy. So actually, can we make it back into our... Yeah, make it back into our own territory and get the replenishment. And now look at our treasury. Nearly 20,000. So let's invest it. Let's get some tasty things for our army. What do we want? Stone trolls and river trolls are quite good. A giant river troll hag is good. Goblin rock lobbers. invest in orc boar boys. Get the cavalry in. What else can we get? We could get the boss's tent. Helps obedience and untainted, but it also unlocks the goblin big boss, which is quite useful. Probably get everything actually upgraded and still leave enough in the bank. What do we want to research? We need some scrap. That's what we need. We have got a few goblin units. Just thinking what will be the best at this point to go for. Recruitment cost could be useful, because I am thinking about, once we've taken Karak Azul, perhaps that's a good time to have a second army out and about. And we're nearly out of war, so it might be time to start thinking about a second army. Might do it soon. Let's go into the next turn and see what happens. There's Chief Doomclaw.
Hornet One watches me.
We might have to go to war with this Skaven soon.
Ready for murdering.
There's no point battling this again, so we'll just auto-resolve. And we're going to occupy. So we've got the Gleaming Pendant. Love the Gleaming Pendant. As a Gleaming Pendant flutters in the... Oh, Pennant. Sorry. Gleaming Pennant. Pendant. Can't pronounce words today. So as a Gleaming Pennant flutters in the breeze, it instills all that march under it in a belief that they will be victorious. I think just having Grimgor shout out mid-battle, because every battle we've had so far, he just shouts out, say my name, say my name. I think that would motivate me to fight. Let's get Foe Seeker. Plus 25% speed and plus 18% bigger. You've got to love it. And our Shaman. Let's... ooh. Ability recharge. Let's get Sneaky Stealing. Reducing power recharge rates.
Let's get Sam.
Let's get the replenishment and then make a move on Karak Azul. Oh, Karak Azul. Ooh, which one should we upgrade first? Ooh, tricky. Let's go Iron Rock because it's kind of on the boundary. There, doing very well for themselves. Speaking of, what is the state of play? Oh, the Bloody Spears are still in existence. They still exist somewhere up here.
Wurzag.
And Wurzag is still around, doing quite well for himself. Not bad at all. Right, how's this mine looking in terms of... yeah, it's all about the loot. Let's carry on into the next turn. We can actually war. What I might do, take Karak Azul, sorry, recruit our next army, just because when you call your war, it then starts building based on what you've got recruited. So if we were to create a second army and only have 1 or 2 units, we won't get a lot of units in our war. Whereas we really want to have quite a bit. So let's... what sort of... I'm just thinking, what sort of unit do we want to recruit? Do you want a goblin? Do we want to go all in with orcs? That's quite... Serial Dancer's quite decent. Plus 10 melee attack, plus 10% weapon damage, charge bonus, and base weapon damage, and immune to psychology is quite useful. Perceptive's quite useful if you want to get magic item drops in campaign line of sight. Fleetfoot's good as well for speed. Clubber Bogroth, Morglor, and Gorfang Rotgut, who we did. he was someone who we fought and confederated with, didn't we? We beat him in battle, and now he serves us, so I feel like we should go with Gorline. Let's get some orcs. Some orc boys for him. Orc arrow boys. And we'll get some more river trolls. Not river trolls, just general trolls. So mission issue, recruit a lot, and we've just done it. About 5 minutes ago. There's an underseater Black Crag. Embed a goblin big boss hero into the following lord's army. Grimgor Ironhide. We could actually do that quite easily. Oh, we've got Black Hawk big boss. Was it a Black Hawk big boss he wanted? Oh, Goblin big boss. I want to go all orcs with Grimgor's army as well. We'll hold off on that because I don't want to use army income just on that. I want to get rid of the Undercity.
Start the war!
And I want to get... Let's get some more orc boys. I think 9 units is okay.
What you want? Move in!
Well, we've got a Karak Azul. Garrisons aren't big.
No, I will not.
Not got a really big army either. And I might want... who do we want to call our war against? Well, we want to leave it at least 2 more turns before we call our war, but I'm thinking Karak Eight Peaks. Take it under our control. Or do we go for Karak? Go for Thorgrim. Or someone else. Let's think, we've got 2 turns to think.
Make your offer, but do it quickly, before I kill you right where you stand.
Non-aggression. I might want to defeat the Skaven soon, so I'm not going to have a non-aggression pact with them. Doesn't make sense to have a non-aggression with Skaven either.
I will not disgrace my ancestors.
Where did that army appear? Oh, they've just recruited him. Oh, he's a rune lord.
Big
How
on.
interesting. Let's attack the rune lord. So apparently we win this one as well, but we got the gleaming pennant. So let's give the leadership. Who's got poor leadership? It's the trolls. Let's give that to some trolls, boost their leadership a little bit. So what have they got? Quite a lot of ranged units and decent ones. They've got thunderers and quarrelers with great weapons. Their infantry is pretty decent too. That could be an issue. That could be an issue. But we have got Grimgor. They have got no artillery. We've got artillery. And we also have some oh, we don't have the chariots, do we? Yeah, no, we have the chariots. I thought we did still. I might replace those chariots with orc boys soon. And we've also got the pump wagons. So hopefully we'll be okay. But let's get into it.
Ready.
Now let's get our lines ready. We tend to go with straightforward lines, as always, with greenskin armies. I tend to mix it up a lot.
Welcome!
And in terms of these greenskins, I'm pretty much
Ready to march.
maybe... Oh, I've just taken them all out. I was just thinking more to this side, because that's where they're all coming in from here.
Arrow boys.
So it makes sense to have... Right, river trolls, not river trolls, just general trolls. Why do I keep saying river trolls? They're not. Right, I'm just grouping them together for ease. Now they can start going after the Rune Lord. Maybe move up a little bit. It's going to take them time to emerge. And hopefully this Rune Lord can deal with a bit of damage to him. There, with his beard and his hammer and his runes. How dare he stand against Grimgor? Grimgor is the best. So we're not really doing any damage to him. Okay, we're starting to do damage now. I do like this map as well. Kind of a cool map. Right, let's not get lost in the detail of the map though. Let's speed things up. And start after the quarrelers, not those quarrelers though. Let's go for the ones with the great weapons. Now I want you to get behind the flanks. Come on, get out of there. Right, you ought to get behind the enemy lines and start taking out these ranged units. Not messing around. Now let's boost melee attack and weapon damage, and let's draft that lord with your spells. At least he did a bit of damage. Oh good. Go after the quarrelers please. Go after the Thunderers. You do whatever you need to do.
Moving fast! Running! Stand up! Folks is doing! Please let it again!
I think everything has engaged. Now get the smoke bombs going. Starting to decimate the troops on this flank. Centre's holding okay. We're doing okay here. Get those trolls out of there so they can regenerate. It's what I love about trolls, they actually will run away in battle. That lack of leadership actually helps them because they break, run away, gives them a chance to regenerate. And we'll war. So let them regenerate a little bit. Let's flip over on this side.
Shifting! Moving fast! Round boys!
So, things are breaking.
Hold still. This gets up. Nice bit of scrapping.
Agreed, and it is strong. You're the boss.
Things are going well for us. Not doing too badly. These trolls are ready to come back.
Let's do this.
Dramar has actually managed to damage Grimgor quite a bit. Dwarves are tough, but it's not tough enough.
Here we go.
He's better than them. Like doubling Simon. Running. Fucking one out. Taking it.
There we go.
I'm the best.
I know Grimgor. I know. You are the best.
Get a cannon! Ah! Stab him! Ready to
And everything is
blast.
starting to break.
Scabbard's ready! Nothing stop him.
I love the nasty skulkers. They're useful.
Grimgor.
Nasty skulkers! He's better than that. Let's scrap!
We're not doing too badly. Things are starting to go our way. Let's get this shaman on the job. See if he actually can hit anything. I want to replace him, I think. Different shaman. I'll put him into a different army. Uglug Throat Cruncher, you're just not the shaman for
Nasty skulkers!
Grimgor, really. Right, bring our troops back. Run out of ammo. We've run out of ammo. There we go.
Ready!
Surely things should stop breaking now.
Like doubling
Yeah, there we go. Army losses are setting. It's over. Pyrrhic victory! It has done some damage. And I want to take the replenishment, really. Let's eat the captives. And
Do you take me for a wazzock?
we've achieved Beard Collector. Some extra leadership when fighting dwarves. Right, Throat Cruncher. Actually, let's try Itchy Nuisance, and then at least we're now moving towards some different spells, which hopefully will be better. We'll lose one unit of Orc Boys, which I'm happy with because I don't really want to do this battle again. So I can live with that. And let's occupy. Let's recruit the Orc Boys. We've got a skill point for Grimgor. Hard to hit's useful, Wound Maker's really useful, Thick Skin's useful, all of this is really useful. don't want unbreakable. Its melee defense going up is quite useful for us because it's currently, well, it's now 57, so that's, well, 51. If we get it again, 57. That's useful. That's useful to me.
This is my land. I'll crush them all.
Oh, we can get some orc biggins. They are good. They're really good damage dealers. They're really useful. Let's get him some orc boys. And then on the next turn, we're going to call our war. Terrain intercept. Well, there's no point doing this battle. He's weakened. He's 1 unit. Victory.
Your prestige grows, my lord. News of your conquests spreads far and wide. Your developing power is noted by even the most distant of kings and bestial lords.
You say the same thing to everyone. Iron Curse Icon, this enchanted item made from the cannonball that killed infamous necromancer Gabriel de Bont. Grants the Wooder advantage when facing missile attacks of war machines. Ooh, we've got moon howlers as well. And they've been flooding. They've been flooding a Black Iron Mine. Doesn't look like it's flooded, but there has been.
What you want?
We're ready as well. I'm not going to upgrade that. I'm going to. Yeah, I've got a bit of cash to spare. Let's save it though, because our income is now dramatically reduced. And let's call our war. Do you want Karak Eight Peaks? Do we want that? Is that what we want? We could do Spike Peak. It's a minor settlement though, and the dwarves are on their way out. We'll just be using Grimgor to attack them. So Karak Eight Peaks is a good target. It's nearby. It's a strategic location for us, and it's a major settlement. It's the capital of that province. So like, that's something that we could do. Or do we want to move down here? So many decisions. So in terms of UR, once you select your target, so we've currently selected Karak Eight Peaks, we then dedicate to either Mork or Gork, so we can either have weapon strength, missile strength, sorry, plus 10% all armies, and the ability Big War replaces the normal war of all armies, or weapon strength plus 10%, and you know, we've got the army ability Big War. I'm thinking, so faction ranks also, in terms of a faction strength rank, this can lead to your reward. So if this faction ranked 1 to 10, the biggest trophy, 11 to 30, the bigger trophy, and 30 and below, the big trophy. So everything is pretty, well, that's quite high, but still everything is under 30, isn't it, around here? Ooh, they're really weak at the moment. Karak Eight Peaks is quite strong. Let's go for it.
What you want?
So number of turn, you've got 20 turns until the war disappears. And as you can see, we've now got a second army generated within our own army.
Let's go.
So, ooh, we've got some Blackhawks there. Where you're located on the map depends on what sort of units you get. So in mountains, I think you tend to get You get goblins, but you also get, is it wyverns? Dragony type things. So let's upgrade Grimgor. He could be hard to hit. Throat Cruncher is going to be evasive. Bring him down here so he can recuperate a little bit. Then we're going to go for Spite Peak and take it. My garrison's quite strong at Black Crag.
This is my land.
Right. There we go. I don't mind if the Crooked Moon Mutinous Gits do come and attack Black Iron Mine or Karak Azul. I don't mind them actually doing that, because it draws our armies away from the settlement. So what have we got this turn in terms of recruitment? Some more units. And there he is, more Gloom Backstabber.
Not for all that teeth in the world. Yeah. Go, send me to battle. Yeah.
Ooh, Black Hawk Forge. The Black Hawks don't mix with the other Gits and prefer to have their own fire to throw stuff into. It's quite useful actually, let's have that. Even more income and even better garrisons.
Corpse fist.
So many turns. So next turn, take Spike Peak, destroy Karak Azul forever, deal with these when we come back up. Still got 19 turns for our war, and by that time we'll have recruited even more units. Any units we recruit now won't increase the total of the war units. There's a maximum of 12 units because we had 12 units originally in this army. And we have got some scrap. Heavy metal's good because it unlocks scrap upgrades for Orc Boys, Orc Arrow Boys, Orc Biggins, plus 10 for Orc units, and weapon strength is plus 5 for Orc infantry, so we're going to go with that. And look at them attack, but at least now we know what's in their army. Night Goblin Archers can be annoying, but we're weak against armour. We can't defeat them, so auto-resolve it's going to have to be. We can take it. Excellent. Yeah, there's no point battling this army. I think we've proven ourselves time and again. I just don't want to lose any units. So there we go, decisive victory. Some good income there in terms of loot, and let's just go ahead and occupy. And Karak Azul no more. And then it's time to come back up. It's time to show them who the boss is. Let's get Woundmaker, plus 10%. Weapon strength going up even further. I love it. What was it before? 700. 700 weapon strength. And Throat Cruncher, so now Shroud. Not a really great spell, is it? Curse of the Moon. Or the Bad Moon.
I'll crush them all.
Ah, so we've got a lava arachnid spider, or a Ragnarok spider, which is a really decent unit. That's a really good unit to recruit under a war. What do we want now? Heavy clubs would be quite good, plus casualty replenishment rates for Savage Orcs. But that's for more Savage Orc upgrades, but melee attack for all Orc infantry units does go up. We are generating a bit of scrap, but not a lot. Do I want to invest in that, or do I want to go for something? We have got quite a few goblins in our war army, so that could be quite useful. Let's do that. And Iron Rock did suffer some damage.
Ready for murdering.
Right, it's time to war. So we're going to use Underworld Passage to quickly transverse. What else are we recruiting now? Mostly goblins. Goblin archers. So yeah, I think that technology on goblins is probably the best one to go for. Got an unassigned skill point for Gorfan Rotgut. I feel like he needs something like Blade Master's quite useful, but let's give him Root Marcher. Got 11 units, he's got one more to go. And you've got 6 more to recruit. 17 more turns. That might take us under. Let's save our money. Excellent. Gobby gobbos. The gobbos been getting a bit angsty. Maybe we should give them some toys to play with. So missile strength plus 10% for goblin and night goblin missile infantry units, plus 2 for goblin leadership, melee attack, and upkeep -5% for their infantry units. People are unhappy.
Let's go.
How dare they be unhappy? Ooh, some more black orcs.
Let's get Sam. Ready for murdering. On to it. You're making me angry. This is my land. Go in.
Let's move up anyway.
I refuse.
We need to start getting experience for him.
Ready. Now's the time.
Gobbo Crackdown. So plus 5 leadership for orc units, 10% increase in speed for melee infantry units, and weapon strength plus 10% for all orc infantry units. Let's go with that one. Orc weapon strength now. Yeah. Starting to become quite decent.
You dare approach me? If I don't like what you say, Mork will be eating your guts tonight.
No.
Let's talk. I can kill you later if you say something stupid.
Yeah, we can give him military access. We are strength rank 1 already. We're the best. Yeah, let's give him military access because Wurzag, yeah, is another greenskin, and he might cause chaos somewhere else. So they say you revel in victory. They say you spend more time erecting monuments to battles past than managing the realm. They say you're a fool. We'll show them who the fool is.
Yeah, what? Gork's fist, you gork.
Next turn. Needs to be about there.
Let's go.
Doing well. Probably just jinxed that, haven't I? And Karak Azul is upgrading, which is useful. Underway interception. Stitch up bone crusher. This is just the. This must be just our. Yeah, it is the war army, not the full army. No, we have no. No lord. We're going to decline that. Where's Matif? One of your most trusted bosses has come back from a raid empty-handed, so Caesars, but he's wearing a right nifty element. It's all shiny, Wear him get Ordem Dosh to polish the helmet. So extra teeth, -5 leadership, but some good treasury, or shiny helmet, so we get Some leadership, but recruitment cost plus 10%, and it's only for 3 turns. So let's get the leadership while we're in battle.
Ready.
And yeah, Grimgor, attack. Can I not select you for some reason?
Down. Not in a million years.
Okay, it won't let me select Grimgor to attack. Or any of them to attack, why not? Couldn't select it then for some strange reason.
Gotta be joking.
Won't let me use... For some strange reason the mountain was getting in the way of me clicking them. So there we go, decisive victory. We've taken back Black Iron Mine.
Let's go. I'll crush them all.
I'm not going to spend ages chasing them down. It's not worth it. Let's get magical reserves.
Go. Send me to battle.
And we've united this province. Let's get the Grove, Camp Ruckus. I'm going to leave that as it is. I'm going to get rid of it eventually, so... Let's leave... I want the Goblin Watchtower, really. Let's leave it as it is. Yeah, let's leave it as it is for now.
Huh? What you want? Jogger.
Could actually attack it just with
You move.
Gorfang's army.
Start the war. What you want?
What's the ability? We'll think about it.
Now then, boys. Come say hello to my immortals.
Defense Alliance and payments. I'm kind of alright at the minute. I'm gonna leave you to it. A cloaked stranger from the Mishran land of Albion approaches with a request. He is of sinister aspect, but shows you his intentions are good. Let's refuse the creature. Let's safeguard our lands. Yeah, Goblin Watchtower. I feel like we need to protect them a little bit.
You go. Yeah, what?
And let's get underground. We're going to go for Karak Eight Peaks.
Now's the time.
Because Black Crag's pretty well defended. Iron Rock's decently defended, as is Karak Dron. Down here, less defended, but we've got Grimgor in the area. And Gorfang can hold his own, I think. Especially when we use our scrap to upgrade. So we can either have padded shields, which is plus 15 armor, plus 30 missile parry with shield, or reinforced weapons. Or we could do a little bit of each. So I don't know which one we should go for, really. Suppose we want them to last longer in battle. The padded shields will become with more use, I believe. We don't have enough scrap for everyone, so let's do it for 3 of them.
Talk, cause my chopper Gitznick wants to mash ya.
Non-aggression pact? I don't think so. Excellent. New technology.
Fist.
Next time we can take it. And what are we going to research next? No complaints is quite decent. increases obedience, which we probably need. Well, it's not an urgent issue. Black Crag just because it's raiding, but every bit of obedience helps. As the trial gets bigger, your boss move out of striking reach and start to get ideas. They begin to think they're better than you. They think they should get down their own war. Can't even read Greenskin's speech. I'm the boss. I know that one for sure.
This better involve fighting. I'll crush them all.
Right, we're gonna. Shall I get some siege equipment or shall we just go for it? Part of me just wants to go for it. We can put the war army under AI control and we could just go for it. But, just looking at the time, do we have enough time this episode? That's a question. I think we do. I really do think we have the time. So apparently, according to this, we don't lose a unit, so that's the task. Our secondary task is to try and not lose any of our units. Let's go for it. I am going to put the Stitch Up Bone Crushers reinforcements on AI control, just so that it's easy to control the army, because I find controlling large groups of units very difficult. Here we go, the Battle of Karak Eight Peaks. Our reinforcements are coming from the side, so we'll concentrate on this flank of the city. And we'll get our troops up onto the wall. So we don't have any siege weapons. Can't speak. Get our trolls. They're pretty much going to all have to go for the gate. Everyone else in a group, and I might just actually have archers separated out. Yeah, I think that's how we want it. So, you guys up onto the wall. I think everyone's in position there. Everyone's moving in. Our armies, our reinforcements are coming in as well. Oh, there's an Orc Shaman. That's what I want. I want an Orc Shaman really, because they do have some good spells. I really want Foot of Gork. It's the best spell ever. I love it. It's one of the only spells I think as well that you can use actually on the wall as a big mass damage type spell. Could be wrong there though. I could just be thinking that one, and that might not actually be true. You might be able to do loads of spells on the walls. I just know with vampire counts, certain spells you just can't cast on the walls. No matter how much you want to. Ooh, a goblin big boss. And there our archers go.
Boys, let's get some.
Are they patiently taking turns to go up on the wall? I'd say that's a bit orderly, isn't it? It's a bit ordered for the greenskins to be taking turns. They're actually firing into everything. Target them. Bring you down, Black Orcs. You can attack those Orc boys. Oh, excellent there. Pretty much gone. do have some nice spells there. So let's use it. Never seen this spell before in action. Oh, that's amazing. I love it. So Dynasty Curse. Minus 25% speed, minus 30 armor, minus 24 melee defense. Causes moderate magical damage. Not bad. It's not bad as a spell goes. Engaging nuisance seems to be quite good though. I think that's a spell that's well worth its investment.
Here we go. Where's the scrap?
Now let's start bringing troops down off the wall, and let's get our archers onto the wall itself. They can then fire from the wall. The gate's still held by them, so we need to start clearing out the units.
Boys, reloading! The bar is here!
Nasty skulkers! Never did it! Nasty skulkers! Wigging it!
I'm doing too badly. Let's look for them. Those black orcs.
Oh, smell fear!
Everything's going well for our reinforcing army as well. And our war is nearly ready.
Time to war!
Grimgor's Big War. So the Big War plus 40 melee attack, plus 50 base weapon damage, plus 50 armor piercing damage, and immune to psychology. Just love it. Can now decimate them. Deep Diver Catapult's just completely going for it. You know, our archers are on the walls just firing from it. Look at everything, it's just breaking left, right, and centre.
Listen! Slower!
Can bring
Chariot! Not a stabber!
can bring those in now, so let's have them all in one group. And look at it all.
Come, boys! Show us the enemy!
Just everything is breaking, being decimated.
Here, boys!
Now that our arrow boys are on the goblin archers are on the wall.
Ready to burn! The Black Hawks will win!
We've even got some reinforcements coming in through our gate. Yeah, everything's starting to break. Oh, really good range, our archers. Really good range. Really enjoyed this fight. I'm really glad we selected it for our war. There goes our trolls. Look at the beauties. them just grabbing the enemy army, the enemy greenskins, and just using them as weapons.
Show us the enemy! Let's fight!
I will leave our archers on the wall just to attack anything that is coming down. Because some units may keep coming back, or they might come from this side. We can use our chariots to go after those goblin archers. We've lost our shaman. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not upset. I'd much rather have an orc shaman. The spells were nice, but it's no foot of Gork. Let's end the battle. We've won. Decisive victory. Decisive victory. And the aim was not to lose the unit, and we didn't, because our shaman did survive. Ooh, plundering it is useful. I'll think of the income. Does this settle the war though if we plunder it rather than... What do we actually have to do for the war? It won't tell us. I have to sack it. Warboss defeated. The leader of the next Snappers tribe has been defeated. The Greenskins tribal hierarchy is real but simple. Bashing enough heads and take enough loot, sooner or later you're going to get some mobs and become a warboss. Beating up another warboss in battle, his mobs will become yours. We could execute the enemy warlord, we could form a confederation or release him. We know what we're going to do. We're going to execute the enemy warlord.
Ready for murdering.
So we have got that income now. We are best of the best. So plus 10 melee defense and plus 10 damage resistance. And we are Curse of the Moon. But we're also going to occupy. And war target occupied. The war successfully occupied its target. To obtain your trophy, ensure that you still occupy the target when the call to war duration ends. So basically we just have to hold Karak 8 Peaks until 11 turns goes by. So now we can use Gorfan Rockgut to hunt down Ugg. And it's doubtful that they're going to be able to take another territory to recruit any more units. So let's repair the settlement. We'll get walls going. I'm going to leave the other buildings for now. I'm going to spend a bit of money on our settlement. I'm feeling pretty good about Death Pass in terms of garrisons, so we don't need to worry about that. So here we go. In the next episode, we will complete our war. And this episode is now quite long, so this is now the end of the episode. So thank you for watching. If you're enjoying this series, don't forget to click that subscribe button. And if you've enjoyed this episode in particular, hit that like button and leave a comment. As always, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.